MHC molecules are composed of three major regions, that is extracellular peptide binding cleft, like you can see here, to which the peptide bonds in case of class 1, and this in case of class 2, the U-shaped structure to which the peptide binds, followed by an Ig like domain and a transmembrane cytoplasmic domain. So the region to which the peptide binds, that is the cleft, contains amino acids and it is polymorphic in nature. So this cleft is made up of two or a pair of alpha helices and a floor of 8 stranded beta plated sheet. So this non-polymorphic Ig-like domain is the one which interacts with the T cell, and the cleft interacts with the peptide. The questions for first concept checkpoints are: why MHC molecule present only the peptides, and can they present other types of antigens such as polysaccharides? And the second question is, what is the role of MHC in tissue or graft rejection? Try to find out the answers and we will discuss them in our interactive session. As we have discussed, there are three major classes of MHC molecule. Let us study them in detail. The class 1 MHC gene encodes for glycoproteins which are expressed on all nucleated cells, where they present peptide antigen to cytotoxic T cells. The class 2 MHC gene encode for glycoproteins which are expressed primarily on the antigen presenting cells such as macrophages, B cells and dendritic cells. And the major function is to present and process antigen peptide to T helper cells. Class 3 MHC genes encode for proteins which are not membrane bounded and not structurally related to class 2 or class 1 molecule, and they do not have any role to play in antigen presentation, but they are involved in other immune processes which include serum proteins such as serum proteins such as complement proteins like C2, C4a, C4b, etc. Now let us have a look at the structure of MHC1 molecule. So this MHC1 molecule is a heterotrimer, that is, it is composed of alpha chain and a beta 2 microglobulin and a bounded antigenic peptide. So a stable complex is formed when all three parts are present, that is the alpha chain, the B2 microglobulin and a peptide which is displayed on this in the cleft. So the alpha chain is composed about 44 to 47 kDa region, which comprises about 3/4 of the extracellular portion of MHC1 molecule. So this alpha chain is divided into three major parts: alpha 1, alpha 2 and alpha 3. So the cleft or the binding cleft of the peptide is formed by the alpha 1 and alpha 2, and it can hold a peptide into a region with the dimension shown here, and this region is the one which is polymorphic, and remaining regions are not polymorphic, and the carboxylic terminal of the residues is towards the cytoplasm, and the known MHC encoded 12 kDa B2 microglobulin is the one which interacts with the with the alpha 3 in MHC1 molecule, and it also interacts with the T cells as well. So the T cells which interact with MHC1 are CD8 or cytotoxic T cells. So most of the individuals which are heterozygous have expresses up to 6 different types of MHC1 molecule. MHC1 molecules are involved in providing immunity uh, to intracellular microbes such as viruses and tumors. So this is because they bind to the peptide which originate in the cytoplasm and the endoplasmic reticulum of the infected cells. So they follow an endogenous pathway of antigen processing. So MHC1 expression can be increased by cytokines such as interferon alpha, interferon beta, and interferon gamma. And these MSC1 molecule present and interact with cytotoxic T cells and result in death of the infected cells. MHC2 molecule is composed of an alpha chain and a beta chain which are non-covalently linked to each other by means of disulfide bond. These both chains are polymorphic and are coded by MHC locus. The alpha 1 and the beta 1 segment associate at the N-terminus to form the peptide binding cleft. As the side of these clefts are open, so the residue is about 30 amino acids or more than can fit, so providing a space more than that provided by the MHC1 molecule. So alpha 1 and beta 1 are both polymorphic because they form the peptide binding cleft, bringing about variation. The alpha 2 and beta 2 are Ig domains and are non-polymorphic. The beta 2 segment binds to the CD4 cells or T helper cells and involved in interaction of antigen presenting cells with the T helper cells. So alpha 2 and beta 2 segments continued into the hydrophobic structures into the transmembrane region. So in a heterozygous individual inherits about 6 to 8 MHC2 alleles like 2DP, 2DQ or 2 to 3 DR.